Now we are going to see about the load test and three-phase alternator. So for that, just go to this website in virtual lab website. So then you will see that this web page about that load test and three-phase alternator. So now to start that load test, and just go to drag this experiment number 7 into the workspace. Okay, after dragging this one, so you will see that circuit diagram for that load test and three-phase alternator. So the DC shunt motor is coupled with the alternator to control the speed of the alternator, and then so this is used for control that field excitation of that alternator. So first you have to rotate that alternator rated speed of the alternator. That means its rated speed of the alternator is around 1500 rpm. So in order to rotate the alternator at 1500 rpm, just go to increase the armature voltage of the DC shunt motor by using this power supply. Just to close this switch. So after closing this switch, just go to adjust this voltage bar. Just to increase this voltage of that DC shunt motor. So you can see that variation of that speed of the alternator by increasing voltage of that DC shunt motor. Just to increase this voltage up to rated speed of that alternator. Okay, so just stop at this point because the rated speed is 1500 rpm reaches. Okay, after fixing this rated speed of the alternator, then you can just excite that alternator by means of field excitation. So for that, just you have to close this voltage source and then increase that excitation. So you can see that when you increase this excitation, so you can see the variation of that terminal voltage of the alternator. So just to increase that excitation up to rated voltage of that alternator, so it's around 415 volt. Okay, just to adjust this excitation up to 415 volt. Okay, so after reaching nearer value of that rated voltage, just to stop that increase excitation level. So after fixing this rated speed and rated voltage, next include that load to conduct a load test. So for that, just go to use this arrangement, load setup arrangement. Here we are using resistive load setup. Just to close this switches for including that load. So initially take some no load test reading. So for that, go to here and then you can store the data, initial data. Just to click this one. So after click this one, just to go to click this one, so data. So this is a no load data for that alternator load test. Then you got to include load by using this switch and then store the data. So after including all resistive load, then you can store the data and then you can see the result. So this is the data taken for the different loads, and then these are the different parameter measured during that load test. So next we can see the relation or the graph between some different parameter. So for that, just to go to this option, so you can see that the different option. Here we are going to see about the graph between output of the alternator and efficiency of that alternator. Just you have to click this one and then click this generate graph. So you can see that so graph between output of the alternator and efficiency. So this is a graph between alternator output and efficiency. So by using this option, you can see the graph between different parameter. Okay, thank you.